One of the most complicated aspects of riding your bike is riding with your kids. When can they ride on their own? What kind of equipment do you need? Well, today we are going to cover all of that. How to carry your special cargo safely and so they enjoy the ride. Hi, Jillian.
Hey, Tricia.
It's good to see you again.
Thanks for coming to the bike gallery.
Well, I have more questions for you.
Well, you're in the right place.
Yes, I know I am. Okay, so now that I have my new bike, I want to ride with my kids, but I don't know if they're ready to ride on their own or if I need some kind of special equipment, so I'm here to get your help.
Well, there's a lot of great options for you. The most important thing to keep in mind, though, is in the state of Oregon, all riders under the age of 16 are required to wear a helmet.
Oh, good.
So we'll want to talk about getting the right helmet and making sure it fits on your child appropriately. One thing to keep in mind is if your child is under the age of 1, that please check with your pediatrician about the safety of riding with your child. Most bicycle manufacturers, no matter which type of carrier we select, will recommend that your child be at least 1.
Okay, that sounds good. So I see a lot of helmet options. How do I know which is the right one for my kid?
Well, it seems like a really silly thing, but it's really important to get a helmet that your child likes. They come in a lot of different patterns and styles, so find one that fits your budget, but is also your child likes. He'll be more likely to wear it. They all meet the same standard for safety, so it's just really a matter of preference and fit. Once you find one that they like, make sure that it fits them right. Okay. Most helmets come in a couple different sizes, and they actually make special helmets for infants and toddlers.
Oh, good.
And the most important thing is that when you put it on their head is to make sure it's level.
Okay.
So the most common error that I see is that it's tilted backwards and the forehead's not protected. So once you get it on the head, it's level. You'll want to adjust this little knob in the back, and that will fine tune the size.
Okay.
And it will tighten the band right here. Once it's on there, you want to make sure that this fabric portion right here forms a triangle around your ear and lays flat. And you can use that by adjusting this.
Okay.
And then once that's on your head, then you want to make sure you tighten the chin strap to make sure it's snug on the head. So you don't want it where it's choking you, but you want it to be secure.
Okay.
And the way that you can test that is move it side to side and front to back to see if it moves very much.
Okay.
And if it moves, then you know you need to tighten it a little bit more.
Got it. Okay, so we've covered helmets. Now, what if my kids are too young to ride the bike on their own?
There's actually quite a few different options. The first one is a child carrier. It attaches to the back of your frame of your bike, and it's a very popular option because it's inexpensive, it's rather light, and you also get to keep your kid pretty close to you so that you can talk with them on the bike.
Oh, yeah.
On the downside is because it's attached to your bike, if you go down, your child also goes down. So that can sometimes be a danger to consider. The additional thing is most of them go behind the seat, so sometimes the visibility for your child is reduced because it's hard for them to see around you.
That makes sense.
A few manufacturers do make a front-mounted one. That can make it a little bit more difficult to steer, especially if the child's a little bit heavier. And then you also have things like, rocks or bugs or that type of thing to consider as well. Another great option is a bicycle trailer. And what's really cool about bicycle trailers is that they're really low to the ground. So they're stable and easy to maneuver, and they also can fit 1 or 2 children, so there's a more flexibility as far as the number of children you can bring, as well as having cargo options too. So it might be groceries or extra clothing, food, or any type of thing like that.
I've seen some bikes with kids riding on the back of them as if they're pedaling too. It's like a tandem bike. What is that?
They're called trailer bikes.
Okay.
It's a really good option as your child gets a little bit older. They're generally rated for ages somewhere between 3 and 10. And what's really cool about it is the child gets to participate in your bicycle ride.
Yes.
So they can help you up those hills.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when they're tired, they can coast as well. So it's a really good option for a little older child before they're ready to cycle on their own.
Okay, that's great.
So these are all really great options.
Yeah.
No matter which one you decide, you'll be fun. You'll have a great time cycling with your kid. Before you buy one, make sure you go into your local bike shop and just ask them about any safety features that it might have. Some of them have some additional roll bars or suspension or things like that. So ask them about those and figure out the right one for you.
Yeah.
And just make sure when you're starting out, choose some place that's flat, choose an easy route so that you're comfortable with it. If you normally cycle with clipless pedals, try some flat pedals at first, just so that you're comfortable and you're safe.
Yeah. These are great options. I can't wait to get out and ride with my kids.
Good.
As you can see, there are lots of options and challenges to riding bikes with your kids. Just make sure to check in with your local bike shop regarding safety features and regulations, and with a little work, you'll be out riding bikes with your kids in no time.
To connect with other families who enjoy bike riding, contact kittaclemass.org or learn more about safe routes to school at walkandbike.org.